What's up, y'all? Everyday Say here. So I wanted to make a quick video about what a soul tie is, and hopefully on here I can be a little bit more with, not getting, blocked and stuff. So what a soul tie is when you lay with the person and you're intimate with the person, part of that man's life force is given to you in that action, and part of your life force is given to the other person, creating a soul tie or a soul bond. And it's a emotional experience, and it's also a physical experience. You have to understand the process, what laying down with a person is actually meant for. You have to understand that you're giving and you're trying to make life. You are creating a being between you two. And so when you lay down with a person, and whether you're just doing it for fun or you're trying to have a kid or whatever it is, when you lay down with a person and the act of trying to create a life is going on between you and that person, you have to understand how powerful that is. Like, you are taking steps to creating a being. And so when you're doing this, it creates a soul tie between you and that person. You are tied to that person. You have had an intimate moment with that person. You have had a physical experience with that person. And a lot of times when you have a soul tie, it also makes it very hard for you to leave that person when if the relationship isn't working out. And the reason why is because allowing a man to enter you is the most thing you can do for someone. Like, despite everything you ever do for a man, allowing someone to enter into you is the biggest thing that you could ever do. That's the biggest thing. You're literally giving of yourself. You are literally giving of your body. You are allowing your body to be taken over by this man. You are allowing your body to be subjective to this man. And when you do that, there is a bonding that happens between you and that man. The Bible says that when you lay down with someone, the two souls become one. And you have to understand that is very true. That is a very true experience. You experience a sensation. You experience a moment with that person that is unlike any other. And obviously there are people out there who lay around, sleep around, and do this, mess with this person one day, be over there with somebody else. Those type of people, yeah, some people can cut soul ties. Some people can just, that was a one-night stand, I'm good, I'm gonna keep it moving. But there are other people who the experience was so surreal and so extreme for them that it's hard for them to disconnect from that person when they become toxic, or if they become toxic. It is hard for a person to separate themselves from that because they have given everything to that person in the act of laying with them. So just to clarify, what a soul tie is when you lay with someone, you have an intimate moment. You have a moment where you are in the act of possibly creating life. And it's also a physical interaction when you're involved, when you're entering into a person or into a woman, and that woman is subjecting her body to you, and she is submitting her body to you. So that's a very extreme experience. And when you have that experience, it is very hard to break the soul tie between you and that person. It is hard for anybody to break that. I've been in that situation before where I had a soul tie with someone. I didn't even understand what was going on. The person had went completely haywire. She was off the wall, acting crazy. But for some strange reason, I could not break away from that person. There was something there that just kept drawing me back. There was too much of myself had been given to that person for me to be able to break that tie. I had given that person everything, every part of me, everything that I could offer. I gave that to her. And so when it was time to break it off, I was so reluctant to do it. I was just like, I can't do it. For some reason, I have to go back. But eventually I ended up breaking that soul tie. So what I'm saying is, this is why it's so important that, you make sure you allow, you give ample time to get to know people before you lay down with them. Quite frankly, if you're not married to them, I don't think you should be doing it in the first place. But you have to be serious and think about it before you actually give your body over to someone, man or woman. Before you give your body over to someone you barely know, someone that you only knew for a few days, someone you only knew for a month, like, you have to be careful about that, because that can create a bond and that can create a soul tie. And if the relationship turns sideways, I promise you will have a hard time letting go of that person. You can have every reason in the world to let go of that person, but for some strange reason, you cannot distance yourself. You cannot break away from them. It is possible to break away from them, but that's for a different video. But all I'm saying, that is what a soul tie is. Love y'all. Peace out.